Hi guys, this is Venomshock, and today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Legends ZA. We're going to talk about our hopes, our dreams, and what we hope to see in the game. Now, personally, I'm very excited for this game. We're going back to Lumiose City, back from Generation 6. Coming off the presses of Gen 5. It was the first 3D ever Pokemon game, and now we're coming back to it years later in an open world for the city. It's just going to be the city with some wild zones, so hopefully it will be more fleshed out and the city will be bigger than we think. And I hope we get a lot of variety for all the different wild zones in the city. But let's get into my hopes for the game so far. Now, first off, we're going to talk about the Mega Evolutions. For the Mega Evolutions, we're looking forward to the main starters, as you just saw there, Tepig, Totodile, and Chikorita. I'm hoping that Emboar is pretty beastly. I usually go for Alligator, but if the Feraligatr Mega Evolution isn't peak, then I'll probably go with Emboar. I'm not really a Chikorita or Meganium fan, so sorry if you are, but I'm hoping that it's going to be pretty lit for Emboar or Feraligatr. But just overall, we're gonna be seeing a bunch of new Mega Evolutions. I'm hoping for at least 30 new Mega Evolutions. I know there's leaks. I'm staying away from leaks because I don't want to be spoiled. So far, we have Hawlucha, Dragonite, Delphox, Greninja, I always forget Chestnut. I believe it's Chestnut for the final form. They have Megas. Raichu, we saw both the Raichus get Megas for Mega Dimension DLC. So I'm hoping with a majority of it, we get a lot of new Megas. I know we're not getting Mega Flygon. I know that at least. Hopefully we get that in DLC, Mega Dimensions, but who knows. Another thing I'm excited about for the game is that we're going to be seeing just a more polished game compared to Scarlet and Violet. Because when Scarlet and Violet launched on the original Nintendo Switch, it was, let's just say it was bad. So many glitches, so many lag outs of the game. You were falling through the floor, falling through the world. With the Switch 2 version, it's running 60 frames per second. It's running smooth. It's a little bit more polished visually, so I like that. I feel bad for anyone who's going to be playing Legends ZA on the original Nintendo Switch. It's probably going to be very stuttery, but anyone playing on the Switch 2, we're going to have a fun old time, and it should be a wonderful adventure. And with that, I'm going to talk about another thing that I loved about Kalos that they're finally bringing back after a few games, is that the character customization in this game goes crazy. From all the trailers we've seen and stuff so far, you can see that you can you have your hair color, you can have it two-tone with different color streaks through it, so many different hairstyles, so many different clothing options, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm looking forward to fully dripping my character out. They're gonna have the best strip imaginable, and we'll be doing a playthrough on the channel. We're gonna be doing each episode will be like 15 minutes long, reduced, cut down, so you don't see all the grinding in the background, and it's gonna be quality playthrough for that. I'm also hoping that the story in this game is pretty good. There were some parts in Scarlet and Violet that had good story, like Arven and his Mabastiff. That was a really good storytelling there, but I'm hoping for a really solid plot to this with AZ and AZ's Floette, now that they're friends again, and a more advanced storytelling in this. I know we didn't get voice acting yet. I feel at this point we should have voice acting, but they still haven't done it, and I really wish they did. That's one thing I do hope for the future, though, in Gen 10, that they add voice acting. The closest thing we got to it was an Ed Sheeran song in the end of Scarlet and Violet, which is the closest thing we ever had to an actual voice in a game. So hopefully we get some voice acting going in Gen 10, but I doubt that. The combat in this game is looking pretty good. Instead of strong style and swift style, either faster and stronger hitting attacks, affecting what your turn in the turn order is. This time, it's more like Xenoblade, or you have cooldowns on your attacks. You have to absorb the Mega Energy in order to Mega Evolve, or you can use the Mega Energy to do a more powerful attack. So that's what they're doing with the combat system with this. I think with the combat system, I'm excited for it. They announced that Pokemon Champions is where the competitive Pokemon battles are going to be from now on. So with that, there's a whole skew of things. So this may be the future for Pokemon combat in the mainline series games. So let's say in Pokemon Gen 10, we may see this combat system in Gen 10. We may not have turn-based because they no longer have to comply to that standard in the mainline games, because they said from now on Pokemon Battles and VGC is going to be going through the Pokemon Champions app, which is very exciting to me because we can finally get a change up in the combat. Like, I loved how in the original Legends you could dodge, you can craft Pokeballs, and this, it seems, you still got your dodge, but since it's set in a more modern setting, you no longer have that crafting Pokeball aspect. I wish it was still there though, but I understand why they did it storyline wise. They do have Mega Crystals you can mine, as you saw there and a little bit in the scene. Another thing I'm hoping for is a good runtime. So I hope the story, the story is basically you got to go from all the way from Z rank to A, and that's how you get to be the best trainer in the round. And you have ranked battles all the way up to the top. I hope we see the gym leader from Lumiose City, and that he'll be there, but there's no saying if he'll be there or what if they got rid of the Pokemon League in the future in this game. But we'll find more of that out. So they did bring back some other characters, so we'll see how that all pretty much adds up. But I'm hoping that the story total is at least about 30 hours. I don't want to be able to bum rush it and get to the end in like a day and a half, like most Pokemon games. Scarlet and Violet gave me at least 3 or 4 days to beat it. And I think that's a really good average for a Pokemon game, because the rest of the time you're just completing the Pokédex. Now it's going to be interesting to see of what the main point besides the ranked Royale from Z to A will be, like what the post game will look like, or is Mega Dimensions just the post game and we're going to have to pay the $30 to get the post game. So that is what we need to worry about the most. Hopefully, we feel that the post game in this game is pretty good. I know they have online battles this time, which will be nice. So you can, and that's another thing I'm going to complain about here for you guys. But I hope they do just a normal mystery gift for these Pokemon. As you see there, Delphox, Greninja, Chestnut. Those are all linked to battling online on the ranked battles online. So I'm hoping in the future they give them away as mystery gifts too. They're Mega Stones, but we don't know that so far. I'm also hoping we see like Mega Rayquaza and Mega Dimensions and stuff like that. But it's too far away to see from now. And I also want to know, what are your hopes for the game? And what you feel like you should be seeing from this game in the future. What your hopes for the DLC are. I'm hoping for a Mega Flygon, a Mega Hydreigon, a Mega Sylveon would be... It would be peak if we got a Mega Eevee evolution. It would be freaking peak. As you see right here, we're seeing the Mega Dimensions visuals right there. There's Mega Raichu Y and X, so I'm wondering in Dimensions, are we going to get more Y and X style Mega Evolutions, or are we going to get Charizard Z? Who knows? But I'm really hoping that when this game comes out, there's no major issues on the Switch 2 version. It runs smooth, plays smooth, and the game overall is fun and addictive, and we get good enjoyment out of that. But that is it for the video. Those are my hopes and how I'm feeling about the game so far. These are my final thoughts before the game comes out. And it's the first video back in a long time, guys. The last one we did was a card unboxing when I was like that. So I hope you liked this video, and I want you to Venom Shock that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. It's been a long time since I was on the channel, and I hope you enjoy the content. Let me know what you guys like to see from me. I have some videos lined up that I'm planning. Like I said, I'll be doing a Let's Play of Legends EA. I want to do a few Nuzlockes and then some Pokemon tier list videos. But besides that, this was my final thoughts for Pokemon Legends EA before the game comes out. And we'll see you in just about a week to play the game. Bye-bye.